As my son crashed the car into my garage, I stopped and I had a moment and I had a decision to make in how I responded to him. See, several months before, I got a new car. Now, it's not a new car, but it's a new car to me, and it was only a couple years old, and it was fantastic. There was nothing wrong with it. I was super excited. And my son was learning how to drive, and so I was having him drive to school with me in the passenger seat so he could get the hours needed to prepare to take his test and get his license. And here we are, and I'm thinking, yes, son, you can drive my car. And he's backed it out of the garage as many times as we've been doing it for weeks and weeks and weeks. And this time, he turns it and he cleared the side view mirror, and then he turned it and the front driver wheel well just crashes into the garage, and I hear the crunch and he hears the crunch, and he gets this face of terror. And my immediate response, my human, natural man response was, my new car! What have you done to my new car? That was just scratches, this banging, like, I can't even have anything nice. That is what you would expect a parent to do. But I had a choice to make. And in that slight moment, I thought to myself, Ivan, how you respond is going to shape his day. And this is where mindfulness makes such a difference when you are parenting a teen who has ADHD. My son looked at me, and I decided that I could either be concerned about the car and be frustrated that my new car had been banged up, or I could make sure that he was okay. And I turned to him, I said, are you okay? And that panic look was still in his face. And then I said, just stop the car right here. Let's go out and let's see what's going on. And I went around. I said, okay, turn the wheel this way, turn the wheel that way, go forward, back. Okay, we got the car away. I checked it out. Car is still drivable. It has a bang in it. The garage has a bang in it. I said, it's just a car. I'm glad that you're okay. This will be fine. We'll figure out, there's some stuff that we had to do to fix it. Says we're gonna figure out, but let's just go to school and it's gonna be fine. And he had a good day at school. Now, what you need to understand, what mindfulness does, that ability to stop and make a decision, our brains are set up to protect us. When something happens, we want a reaction. And most of the time, it is very automatic. Something happens and we immediately bounce back. And you see this in conversation, you see this in reaction. Your teen does something and it drives you crazy and has driven you crazy every single time that they do it. So you have a pattern in your head that you are going to follow, and you're going to repeat every single time that your teen does it, and you don't even think about it. And maybe you're not even aware of it. The yelling, the arguing, hey, I'm trying to parent, but my way of parenting is to try to instruct when what your child needs is understanding and patience and love. Mindfulness actually allows us to have a space in between. Something happens and then we get to choose. It opens up doors for us. It makes us better parents. So when our child is struggling and they're doing something because they have ADHD, we now have the ability to say, hey, you know what? Actually, we don't even need to talk about homework right now. What they need is just me to listen. Oh, they're overwhelmed because I can see that something else is going on, or there's a noisy room, or they need time together, or whatever it is. You now have this inner superpower that lets you direct what you are going to do next. You can cut past the frustration. You can invite the calm. You can invite the connection. And many times our teens will then be able to open up and tell us about their frustrations and their fears and their anxieties and why they feel overwhelmed, or why things aren't working well, or their friends at school, or the assignments, or the home, or whatever it is. Taking a moment to be mindful, to create space in your mind, increases success. And there are ways that you can do that, ways that you can be taught to become a better parent so that you can move forward. reach out. Let's connect. I want to teach you about what I can offer inside my Grounded Mom method that teaches you how to be a better parent and how to connect with your child with ADHD so that they can thrive and move forward.